Mr. Bean, just hearing the name makes you think of funny accidents and silly comedy, right? This iconic character, created and performed by the brilliant Rowan Atkinson, has been making us laugh for decades. His unique brand of humor, which relies heavily on physical comedy and visual gags, transcends language barriers and cultural differences. This famous character, with his cool tweed jacket, red tie, and that sneaky grin, is loved by people all over the world. Mr. Bean's look is instantly recognizable and his antics are unforgettable. Whether he's getting into trouble or finding creative solutions to everyday problems, he always manages to entertain. Mr. Bean's humor is something everyone gets, no matter where they come from. His comedy is universal, appealing to audiences of all ages and backgrounds. It's amazing how a character who rarely speaks can communicate so much through his actions and expressions. He doesn't talk much, instead he uses his funny faces and clever moves to make us laugh. His exaggerated expressions and slapstick routines are a throwback to the golden age of silent film comedy, yet they feel fresh and original. Whether he's trying to change into his swimsuit on a busy beach, causing a scene in a fancy restaurant, or getting into a mix-up at the laundromat, Mr. Bean's misadventures are always hilarious. Or trying to sneak answers on a test, Mr. Bean always makes us giggle. His attempts to outsmart others often backfire, leading to even more comedic situations. He's like a kid, always curious and getting into silly situations. His childlike innocence and curiosity make him endearing, even when he's causing chaos. But what makes Mr. Bean so special is how he finds funny things in everyday stuff. From struggling with a simple task like making a sandwich to dealing with a stubborn piece of furniture, he turns mundane activities into comedic gold. He shows us that laughing is something everyone can do, and it brings us all together. In a world that can often be serious and stressful, Mr. Bean reminds us of the joy and simplicity of laughter. Let me tell you about my early life. It all began in a small town with a rich history and a close-knit community. I was born in Consett, England in 1955. It was a time of post-war recovery and the town was known for its steel industry. I had a happy childhood with my parents and two older brothers. We spent our days playing in the fields and exploring the countryside. Even when I was little, I loved making people laugh. My brothers and I would put on little skits for our family, and I always enjoyed being the center of attention. I'd do silly voices and pretend to be other people. I found joy in mimicking the adults around me and creating my own characters. My parents saw how funny I was and helped me try acting. They encouraged me to participate in school plays and local theater productions. I went to a school that was really good at music, and that's where I started learning how to perform. The school had a strong emphasis on the arts, and I thrived in that environment. I was in school plays and sang in the choir. These experiences helped me build confidence and develop my comedic timing. Then I went to a fancy boarding school, and even though I was good at school subjects like science, I still loved being funny. My passion for comedy never waned, and I continued to entertain my friends and teachers with my antics. Chemistry was undeniable, and we pushed each other to be better. Those small performances were the foundation of our future success. People started to notice us, and we even got to perform at a big festival in Edinburgh, where lots of new performers show off their talents. It was a significant milestone in our journey, and it gave us the confidence to pursue our dreams further. That festival in Edinburgh was really important for me. People liked our funny acts, and I got my first TV job on a funny news show. I got to do lots of silly physical comedy and play different characters. After that, I was in a funny history show called Blackadder, which made me even more well-known. But in 1990, Mr. Bean was finally born. I had been thinking about Mr. Bean for a long time. I wanted to make a character that everyone could understand and like, but who was also totally different from everyone else.